what you want to achieve, which is the blank, through consistently blank, which is doing something. The process of achieving balance will reduce all the mental, emotional, and physical stress we go through on a daily basis. There are two things that you'll need to define. Who are you? We also need to define where is here. The only thing we need to know right now is that we need to get better. How will you get there? It's a process because you're learning these things and everything is becoming clearer. Being healthy is the state that a being needs to be in to begin the journey through this density. In today's video, we are going to continue to learn more about how to live a healthy lifestyle. First, we'll dive into the priority matrix. This is also known as the Eisenhower matrix, and it was made popular by none other than Dr. Stephen Covey through his award-winning program, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I can say that is one of the programs I went through myself, and he also had a book that came out with it. I think it was called First Things First. Both of those helped to change my life tremendously. Here is what the priority matrix looks like. In the top left-hand corner of the quadrant, you'll see urgent and important. Eliminate this. If you find yourself here a lot, shift your paradigm. Own this and decide to shift. On the top right-hand corner of the quadrant is the not urgent but important. That's where you want to spend most of your time. It's in this quadrant where you have things like eating, exercise, vacation, work, the plan, prepare, process stage of life. This is where you have the now time frame. You want to maximize the amount of time you spend here. The more time you spend here, the better. Unlike the first quadrant, where stress resides, this quadrant is where freedom resides. On the bottom left-hand quadrant is where the urgent but not important things will happen to you. This is where you're sitting at your desk or you're doing something, maybe in quadrant 2, and someone just pops in. The phone rings, someone comes to the door. Anything on the urgent side acts on you. Most times we'll say that we can't do anything about what acts on us because they're governed by others or other circumstances. However, if we do consider it, there are times when we can prevent or alleviate some of that by doing certain things in quadrant 2 much better. Now comes the infamous quadrant 4. Here you have the time wasters, the time when you are on social media, doing busy work, mindlessly watching television. Also just spending time in play here without any purpose. So go ahead and see if you can find some information on the priority matrix and put it to work to see how best that suits you in your daily life. The next one here is goals and objectives. You can get a lot of information on this online, at the library, or wherever. This is not something that is earth-shattering. It's just a matter of going through it. So what I do with mine is I have it where it starts with now, then we have short term, medium term, and long term. For me, long term is 9 years, medium term 6 years, short term 3 years. Within short term, I break that out into 3-year periods. So it's 1, 2, and then 3. Then I go to 1 year, and I break the 1 year down into quarters. So we have 4 quarters. Then each quarter has 3 months. Then months go to week, week go to days. You might be wondering, do I actually plan something either daily or weekly? Well, yes. I do a lot of my stuff where I plan what I'm going to do and when I'm going to do that for the week. I also have a calendar that I set up a certain way that tells me what am I going to be doing for the next 3 months, put the dates on there, if I can put time and stuff like that, just so that if I have anything else that I need to add into the schedule, I already have a framework as to what's going on. I also do meal prep, so once a week I spend the time to go through and figure out what my meal plan is for the entire week. On top of that, I have what am I going to accomplish for the entire year? What do I want? Where do I want to be in 3 years, in 6 years, as in 9? Those goals are generally more abstract, and as time gets closer, then I solidify them a little bit better. You should also find out more about setting goals and setting objectives. Understand where you are and what it is that you would like to do moving forward. I'm a strong believer of having some form of system that you are going to implement to be successful in whatever it is that you're doing. I would highly recommend that you put some of these tools into practice. Hopefully you got something out of this video. Until next time, thanks for stopping by. Share, like, comment, subscribe. See you next time.